Hey everyone, Mitch coming in from the Commander's Core studio. Welcome to the show. So on today's episode, some massive price drops that you need to be aware of, and you need to pick these cards up right now while they are so much cheaper than they used to be. Of course, there's a handy dandy card list link in the description below. With all that said, let's jump into it. First up, Luxury Suite, and actually I'm just going to use this as a placeholder for all the other lands that are basically the exact same, but with the different color combinations. Yeah, it's down an insane amount of money. This is a card that came back out in Battle Bond long time ago, back at $30 right now, and now it's down to just $11 with this version, 1/3 of the price. And again, this isn't the only land that dropped a ton of price. In fact, I think this is the most expensive of all those lands, but still, it is a massive price drop. It enters tapped unless you have 2 or more opponents. So in Commander, essentially, almost always until like end of game when it's one-on-one, this enters untapped and is basically a dual land without having, the land types on it. This taps for 1 of 2 colors, in this case for Luxury Suite, black or red. Very, very good, obviously. Again, being able to come and play untapped, give you your mana right away, and help you fix your mana. There are very few lands that can do that. And again, in Commander, you kind of get a little cheat code where it's like, yeah, you got 2 or more opponents, except at the end of the game when it's a bit slower, but still. When it really matters early on, you're like, yeah, let's just make sure I get my things, hey, maybe figured out early, maybe fixed early, and yeah, have a cheaty land that is so good. Check it out, pick it up, build around it. Moving on, Black Market Connections, down to just $10 right now for a, $20+ card, so basically cut in half. Enchantment says, well, hey, at the beginning of your first main phase, choose 1 or more, create a treasure token, you lose 1 life, draw a card, you lose 2 life, or create a 3/2 color shapeshifter token with Changeling, you lose 3 life. Yeah, it is a crazy good card that gives you so much value throughout the game. An enchantment for just 3 mana in black. It gives you a lot of value, well worth that cost. Again, literally just like gives you your mana back essentially in 3 turns. Yeah, that does take a little bit, but it also gives you cards too, and also can make you creature tokens as well. And again, can fit into like any kind of a tribal deck because it gives you shapeshifter changelings too, so do keep that in mind. And again, you can pick and choose whichever ones you want. You don't have to take all of them. I mean, most of the time, I'd say most players for most decks are like, yeah, okay, I'll draw the card, and I'll make the treasure token. And sure, I lost 3 life, but also I'm in black. I've got ways to drain opponents, gain that life back as well. In fact, there are certain decks that actually want to lose life. I mean, those kinds of life swap decks too. But it, again, is a card that gives you so much value throughout the game. A low to the ground enchantment, you get out early, gives you so much advantages on your opponents. Check it out. Pick this card up right now, again, for half the price of just $10. Speaking of a price cut, we've got Spark Double, an illusion that is a 0/0 that says, hey, you may have it, enters a copy of a creature planeswalker you control, except enters with additional counter on if it's a creature, enters with additional loyalty counter if it's a planeswalker, and it isn't legendary. Yeah, a clone kind of just got a massive upgrade, basically. This is a card that is $6 right now, down from like $14, $15 or so, so a massive price drop on this one. One that is obviously so good in Commander because most of the time, it's an extra copy of your Commander. And if you built your deck around your Commander, well, now all of a sudden you've got 2 of them. And absolutely, you double up the power of your deck in some ways by having a second Commander. It is such a solid card, such an amazing card. One that can just help you out in so many circumstances. One that can go infinite in so many ways too. Yeah, basically a heavily upgraded clone that just like really pushes the boundaries of what a clone can do. Obviously can copy planeswalkers if you want to, and it's an even better version of whatever creature you have, right? Again, it gets extra counter or an extra loyalty counter if it's a planeswalker. Such a good card. There are very few ways right now to actually go like, oh yeah, hey, by the way, not legendary anymore, I got an extra copy. So check it out, pick it up, and well, utilize it with your amazing Commander. Moving on, Hammer of Nazahn, a massive price drop, $15 card down to just $5 or so. Ledger artifact equipment. Whenever it or another equipment you control enters, you may attach that equipment to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +2/+0, is indestructible, it's got equip 4. Such a solid card, such an amazing card. One that says, hey, you know what we're going to be doing? Well, first of all, auto-equipping, which is great. Being able to give a creature indestructible and +2/+0, that's nice. Yeah, being able to essentially go like, hey, I'm cheating on that. Oh, by the way, hey, yeah, any other equipment? Yeah. Now also just attaches for free. All my equipment attached for free. Even if I didn't have it, this would still see play. Again, indestructible equipment that attaches for free, but all your other ones attached for free. You cheat on all of them. So yeah, any kind of equipment strategy is going to want this one. Any kind of deck that really wants to protect your commander with indestructible equipment, or equipment that gives indestructible, I should say, really wants it as well. Such a solid card. There's a reason why it's a $15 card, but now down to $5. So yeah, again, a third of the price. Pick it up right now. In a similar way, dropping down to about $5 or so, down from like $13, $14, Kindred Discovery. A card that, well, is just printed for commander. An enchantment that says, as enters a creature type, whenever a creature control of the chosen type attacks or enters, hey, you draw a card. Yeah, again, you get both. You get entering and you get attacking. It doesn't care about creature tokens. It doesn't say like non-token creature, what I mean. It can care about any creature type as well. It is such a heavily played card because if you have a tribal deck and you're in blue, it is really hard to argue against it because it gives you so much insane card advantage. Again, literally. Again, like Coast Piracy and those kinds of cards, like, hey, yeah, when your creature hits, you draw. This is like, oh, yeah, did your creature enter? Or even just attack? It doesn't have to hit. You draw. It's absolutely crazy good. Again, in any kind of a tribal strategy, basically, that has blue. There are very few tribal strategies that don't want it that are in blue. And the tribal strategies that aren't in blue are jealous that they don't have it because it is such a good card. So again, a third of the price tag right now. Basically, go pick it up. Helm of the Host is here with a much lower price right now, $5 or so, down from about 10 to 12. We've got a Ledger Artifact equipment that costs $5 to equip, but it is well worth it because it says, beginning of combat on your turn, create a token's copy of equipped creature. Except the token is legendary, it gains haste. Yeah, again, there aren't always that many ways to essentially make non-legendary copies of things, and this allows you to do so. And of course, there are so many ways to break it. I mean, of course, Godo is like the go-to, obviously. You can build an entire deck around literally just Godo, a bunch of ramp, and getting this out, and then just winning, because you just infinitely win with that. But outside of Godo, there's plenty of other ways to, well, go infinite with as well. There's other ways to just break it, but still, just again, going to combat, like, oh yeah, going to combat, extra copy of my commander. Absolutely insane. Insane value, insane. Just, again, presence in commander. The entire table just kind of revolves around this card once it hits play and once it starts going, because players are like, we need to stop that. This is getting kind of out of hand. They can't have more than one commander. Oh my goodness, there's more than one commander now. Yeah, you can do some crazy things with this one. Check it out and pick it up right now for that discounted price. Extra turn spells are never this cheap, especially ones that, well, do what this does. Time Warp Sorcery for 5 mana in blue. Very simple, very effective. Target player takes next turn for this one. Yeah, that's all. Again, typically it's like, oh yeah, then you exile this. Yeah, and so you can't get it back. Or there's like, you know, like a requirement for it. No. This is just straight up, hey, extra turn. 5 mana. Cool, good for you. Yeah. $4 right now, down from like $20. A massive price drop right now, like 1/5 of the price tag essentially. This is an insane deal right now to pick it up. Again, Wizards at some point changed their perspective on extra turn spells and kind of, you know, nerfed them just a little bit. They basically started putting on like exiling effects or like requirements. They upped the cost a ton so that essentially we're like, oh yeah, we don't want you to just get the extra turns that cheaply. This is 5 mana for an extra turn. It is such a broken thing to get an extra turn. Again, players think that, you know, like, okay, yeah, mana is the most, you know, valuable resource in Magic. Oh, yeah, cards are the most valuable resource in Magic. The answer is turns. Turns are the most valuable resource in Magic. And, of course, there's decks just built around that, having infinite turns, essentially. You don't have to go infinite with this one for it to be good. 5 mana extra turn that does not exile itself that you can get back is insane. Pick it up right now for this discounted price. Speaking of insane price drops, I mean, Quantum Misalignment? Only ever printed in Doctor Who, now down to $4.70, down from like being a $20 card. A source for 5 mana in blue, create tokens copy of target creature control, except it is legendary, it's got rebound. Again, I literally mentioned how, like, you know, there are very few ways in Magic to make legendaries into non-legendaries or token copies of them, essentially. Yeah, there are very few ways, and that's why most of them are very expensive, essentially, including this one, but now dropping down to just $4. Basically, again, getting 2 token copies, again, thanks to that rebound of a creature, again, most likely your commander, doubling it up, tripling it up, then basically is crazy, crazy good. Being able to just go, yeah, okay, my deck's built around this, now I get that effect again and again. absolutely insane. So again, for a card that has never seen a reprint until now, finally gets a reprint and tanks the price this much. Check it out, pick it up, utilize it. It's amazing. Next up, Sword of the Animist, a staple in Commander for a reason. $3.80 right now. Run and pick this one up. Go to that card list link in the description below. Down from like $10 or so. Equip creature gets +1/+1. It costs equip 2, I should say that. Whenever equip creature attacks, you must life for a basic land card, battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. Yeah, being able to just go, hey, you know what we're going to be doing? Getting lands. Yep, that's good. That's good in Commander, obviously. This one helps speed up your deck so much. Helps you be aggressive, helps you go like, oh yeah, let's start attacking. Let's get things out there. Let's get more and more lands out there. Being able to help with landfall strategies, obviously, this can be very good. But again, just literally being like, yeah, just get extra ramp each turn on the dot every single turn. Being able to just go, oh yeah, okay, I'm getting more lands out of my deck, thinning my deck, helping it so that I actually, draw into more cards outside of lands too. Might be a small addition for that too, but it helps. It does help. But yeah, being able to go at the very least, like, yeah, consistent land ramp, absolutely insane for this one. So if you're waiting for this price to drop, check it out, pick it up, and now pick it up right now! And finally, we talked about Kindred Discovery earlier, but yeah, Kindred Dominance is so good. I mean, Dominance is in the name. Sorcery for 7 mana and black, choose a creature type, destroy creatures that aren't of the chosen type. A one-sided board wipe, basically, for any tribal deck out there, essentially. You just, pull this in any tribal deck, you're like, yeah, okay, what creature type do I like? Oh, yeah, I'm playing, demons. Okay, I choose demons. Demons don't get destroyed, and all of a sudden everything else gets destroyed. Yay! One-sided board wipe. This can be game-ending, obviously, clearing the way for you to just swing out at your opponents, make it so that they have to rebuild and you do not. It is down to just $3.42 right now, being a $20 card. A massive price drop right now. If you have a tribal deck that's been waiting for this one, they didn't want to spend up on this one, now is the time while you can. So go pick it up right now. Check out that card list link in the description below and pick up all these great deals. And with that, this episode is coming to a close. Comment below with your thoughts on it. And of course, as always, thanks again and have a good one. This show and episodes like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. If you're looking for an easy way to help support this show, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any new episodes. You can also go check out our playmats and other merchandise at thecommandersquarters.com. Another easy way to support this show is with our TCG Player affiliate links. So whether you're buying a deck or individual cards, you can use this general link right here or one in the description. And the final way that you can support this show is by supporting us directly by becoming a patron. There are many benefits to being a patron, and I truly couldn't do this without all of their support.